everybody. This is Quartz, and I am naked. Um, I died. I was bound in North Karana. I died in West Karana, and a few people talked to me, and Waluigii, who you can see I'm talking to, is talking to me. But he found out that I did videos, so he asked me if I'm recording, so I started recording. But I have other things I need to talk about. This is a visual bug I've been dealing with. I don't know what it is that's causing it, but you can definitely see it's from the background, from the actual, or the foreground, um, the sunset and whatnot. But he asked if I was recording, so I started recording. But I wanted to talk about my day. Today was pretty casual. I am almost level 13. I'm gonna still get back on later tonight. It's well in the morning. Later this morning. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. And try to get a few more levels. But I was doing Black Burrow all day, and I got a lot of teeth. I got about 2 or 3 stacks of teeth, and was able to get almost leveled. So I decided, instead of just staying put where I was, going and trying to kill bandits. So I pulled a few. It was fine. And then I pulled a caster that I didn't know was a caster at the time, and so I ended up doing a corpse run. Things that I probably could have done to kill the caster without it killing me, because it was at 4% health whenever it killed me. Is have my resist song up, which if I ever kill the bandits again, that's going to be up. My magic resist spell, at least. And and otherwise, I don't know what else I could have done, because I had both the dot on them, both, and then also the direct damage. I was not healing as much as I should have probably, but that's because I do more damage if I continue to kite through the abilities that make me hit harder and do better damage. Um, so I met Waluigii, and I talked to him for a while, and I'll put his name in the bottom if you want to look him up. He's a druid. I talked to him later on about kiting, about druid kiting rather, how you can snare kite, or you could fear kite if it's an animal. Uh, but also there's just the root and rot ability that you can do. Mana is always an issue for any caster, so the less mana that you consume in your spells, the better that you'll do at killing. And so I'm gonna have to show him someday, or at least group with him and go from there. Other than that, after I got my corpse, which was kind of a bad run altogether, I ended up dying to a group of Thurgists and oh no, this is, I'm sorry, this is from the Caster Bandit that killed me. Um, Earlier that day, before I got to Blackborough, I got killed by Thurgists. They're in one small section of the map. You pretty much have to run into them to even find them, and that's what I apparently ended up doing. So I went back to North Karana after I got my body, and I started killing wisps, and apparently I can kill about 3 or 4 at a time, um, and not really suffer any damage. a person asked if anyone needed a Lambent stone. They must have been doing hill giants, and somehow we got on the topic of Choon and Froon, the two Cyclopses that I need for Lambent stone, or not Lambent stone, but the Lambent quest. And we ended up grouping, and we went to East Karana first, and we killed Broon and the other bunch. After that, we ended up going to West Karana and killing said Choon and Froon. Now, the first time it didn't drop, but it we ended up staying and we talked for a while. Talked about old Everquest, new Everquest. He had to be level 60 or close to it, and just talked about how being a druid at high levels is hard because of the fact that it's um, hard to classify a druid, because a druid is DPS, but they are also healers, but they're not good enough healers to be healers, and they're not high enough DPS to be um, well, that's I mean it's wrong to say that because they apparently can solo, but their main damage is dots and direct damage, and their heals are mainly heal over time, and their direct heals are mana heavy. So they're easily replaced by shaman or wizards or melee DPS, just because shaman brings more to the table with their buffs. Melee DPS brings more DPS to the table than a druid, and so on. So here we are. It's Smilkers, Smilkers, and he is from Asgard. And this round we didn't kill them, or we didn't get the items, but we stayed for another round and ended up getting the two halves of the eyes. Now, even though, oh, you know what, I can go back and watch this video, but um, I didn't actually watch how I looted them, but however they spawned is however I looted them. So the one that's closest to the right, my right, is the one I looted first, and then I know exactly where I put it in my bag, and the one on the left, I know exactly where I put that one in my bag. Made sure that they were separate so that they were easy to ascertain, but I had already forgot which one was which. So I ended up getting it though, and now I have to get sapphires, which it's as easy probably as just going to Wraith Mountains and saying, "Hey, I will buy two sapphires for the price that a merchant would sell sapphires that you would sell to a merchant." So that they're getting the same amount of money. Maybe I'm giving them a little bit more plat than they would get at a merchant, um, and I wouldn't give them silver or gold because that weighs more. So that's something I'm gonna have to look into. I already have one Lambent stone, and I could probably get another one pretty easily. So I can at least get my bracers, and I think boots is the other one. So, guys, that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed. This is Cipherdec, aka Chords. I hope you have a fantastic weekend. Peace out.